Folks, today's situation in Paramount turned chaotic. On top of yesterday's clashes, now a car was set ablaze, right in the middle of the street, during anti-ICE protests. Hundreds were there, dirt bikes circled it, flags waving, fire trucks rushed in. But that blaze says something real about where this is going.
It's very possible that they could be, and there's some sort of smoke grenade that's been placed inside of that vehicle. Something is smoking. That's dark smoke inside that vehicle. So we very well may be seeing the start of a vehicle fire, and it looks like we are. This thing is lighting up, and that's pretty much, police are going to have, presumably, fire crews are going to have to presumably move in and take control of this situation as it gets even more dangerous. Again, this is the intersection of Alondra Boulevard and Atlantic Avenue in Compton, California. Dale's Donuts is that big donut on your screen. And this vehicle fire, this fire is taking off. Again, we're seeing this in real time. And we have no idea how this started, why this started. Time will tell. Let's put the 2-box back up so that we can hear some audio from the ground. I'm not sure how close our ground crews are to the fire. You can see it in the distance there. A bizarre situation playing out in Southern California today. I'm going to sit on this for a moment. Let's bump up the audio.
You've got people screaming, "No ICE, no borders," while literally blocking streets, harassing officers, and creating dangerous situations. And somehow we're supposed to pretend this is peaceful protesting? This is lawlessness.
Here on Live Now, we work with live feeds, and that's what we've been relying on this entire afternoon as we've watched this protest continue. Sometimes it looks like things are calming down, and then a new situation pops up, and we just lost feed with the ground there. We lost contact with our feed on the ground there as we see some of these people on bikes circling around this vehicle fire in Compton, California. Just over the 710 freeway is the scene that we've been watching for much of the day in Paramount, California, the Home Depot, where, by the way, we haven't checked in on that vantage point in a while. This is what that vantage point looks like now, over by the Home Depot. You can see some of the smoke from the vehicle fire in the distance. Again, this is over the bridge, over the 710 freeway on-ramp. Back to our aerial feed, where we see a lone white sedan engulfed in flames in the middle of a busy intersection in Compton. Traffic has ceased now. We were seeing a scary situation playing out for a moment there, where we were watching some of the protesters and some of the vehicle traffic moving through that intersection. Now it appears, with the car fire going, people are steering clear of the intersection. I do not have direct contact with the people on board the news chopper, but it seems that they're, at least for now, slowly drifting away from the action. Let's go to our ground vantage point. near the Home Depot, where deputies still remain. We hear angry protesters nearby on this vantage point. We've got a second ground vantage point. I believe this is a little bit closer to the Home Depot as well. They're back over the vehicle fire now. Let's go back to that. And so when it's safe, presumably, we'll see emergency crews put this fire out. We see.
Let me be crystal clear. ICE is doing its job. They're going after individuals who broke the law, many of whom have ignored court orders or committed additional crimes. These aren't random people being rounded up. These are people who have had due process. Let's take a look.
See loads of law enforcement down the road, maintaining a barrier so that these protesters can't get any closer to the 710 freeway. These officers were staged on Alondra Boulevard. You see some of those photojournalists documenting, and you see some of the officers with the riot gear. I believe these are LA Sheriff's deputies. All day we've been seeing what presumably could be fireworks. Some sort of blast we saw. It appeared some of the protesters were throwing something at officers. Time will tell what exactly was being thrown at officers, what those blasts were that we were seeing. And now we see a little bit more activity getting back into the streets here, as we see at least a momentary moment of celebration from some of these protesters. Again, we've been seeing the Mexican flag and some of these people looky-loos, some of them taking photos in front of the car, now posing for a picture with the Mexican flag in front of the burning car. We continue to see the motorists riding around in circles. Police are not in this immediate vicinity. They are down Alondra Boulevard, just east. All the police are just east of where this scene is.
The far-left crowd doesn't care about legal process. They want open borders, no enforcement, and total anarchy. They don't want immigration reform. They want immigration chaos. If you like this video, please share this video and subscribe. And please comment, what do you think about the situation?
A lot of the protesters have been moved away from the 710 freeway, and now many of them have converged at the intersection of Alondra and Atlantic. Anybody in the area is advised, obviously, to stay away. I'm watching for any sign that police may move in to quell this group of protesters. We do have a second vantage point of some officers with guns drawn. Let's pull this up. I think they might be talking to protesters by the Home Depot.
Soy Deputy Hernández, oficial del Departamento de Alguaciles del Condado de Los Ángeles. La presente declaro que esta ha sido una reunión ilegal. En el nombre del pueblo del Estado de California, ordeno a todas las personas reunidos en el Home Depot y Alondra, que abandonen el área inmediatamente. Abandonen el área inmediatamente. Lo que significa disolver esta reunión y abandonar el área. Si no lo hacen, pueden ser arrestados.
And now they're turning on our law enforcement. Again, calling the riot police oppressors for doing their job. These officers are out there trying to keep the city from descending into violence, and they're being met with bricks, graffiti, and hate.
También puede estar sujeto a otras acciones policiales. incluyendo el uso de proyectiles de energía cinética y agentes químicos. El uso de estos dispositivos puede provocar lesiones graves. Abandone el área inmediatamente. La sección 409 del Código Penal prohíbe permanecer presente en esta reunión ilegal, lo que significa que deben abandonar el área que acabo de describir. Si permanecen en el área que se acaba de describir, estará violando la sección 409 del Código Penal. La siguiente ruta de dispersación está disponible. East San Alondra, a Hunsaker, a la calle Hunsaker, y hagan una derecha. Abandone.
This is what happens when you demonize ICE, demonize the police, and reward lawbreaking. The Biden administration's weakness on border enforcement has emboldened this kind of madness.
El área inmediatamente. Todas las personas que están en Alondra y Home Depot, abandonen el área inmediatamente. Todas las personas que queden aquí están en violación del Código Penal 409 y pueden ser arrestados. Abandonen el área inmediatamente.
I'm with the news. I'm with the press. Give me a number.
Stephanie Hernandez, Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. And hereby, this assembly has been declared unlawful.
You don't want to get caught up with it. No, I know. I do not. Definitely not.
In the name of the people of the state of California, all those assemblies, all Alondra and Home Depot, are ordered to disperse. Which means this area and leave the area immediately. If you remain in the area described, you will be in violation of Penal Code Section 409. You need to leave the area now. Leave the area now. Leave the area now. You may also be subject to other police actions, including the use of kinetic energy projectiles and chemical agents, which include rubber bullets, plastic bullets, beanbag rounds, foam tip plastic rounds, tear gas, pepper balls, pepper spray, and the use of these devices could result in serious injury.
If we don't support law and order, we won't have a country left. Period. It's time to stop caving to the mob and start backing the people who are risking their lives to uphold the law. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should ICE keep doing these operations? Are these protests really about justice or just more political theater? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more unfiltered reactions.